In today's episode of Value on My Toy Collection, we're going to value some Blue's Clues toys. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum, so it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Let's jump right in and start valuing some toys. First, from 1998, we have the slippery soap figure worth $10. And then we have these little Blue's Clues necklaces, and they're worth $5 each, and we have 4 of these, so that's $20 we can add to our grand total at the end of the video. Pepper and Paprika are worth $10, and then the Tickety Tock Clock from 1998 is worth $10, the Shovel and Pail's worth $10, and the Blue's Clues topper is worth about $6. We have Magenta in her glasses, worth about $10, and a 1998 Blue's Clues figure worth $8. The bear is worth about $10. And then the big Blues plush is worth about $10. And then we have the little wagon. It's worth about $6. And then from 1999, we have a Steve figure in the green shirt worth $20. And in the blue shirt worth $8. We have a Koosh ball worth about $10. A little Blues figure worth about $5. A soft plush figure worth about $10. And then we have the little Magenta and Blues little cube plushes, and they're worth about $5 each. We have Pirate Bubblebeard worth $8, and the Salt and Pepper Stampers are worth $5 each. And then Tickety Tock Clock, the stamper at the end, is worth $5. From 1998, it's a Blues Buddy Set's worth $28. This little puzzle in a metal box is worth $5. And from 2020, this figure set's worth about $18. Then we have this Blues puzzle where he's sitting in the chair. It's worth about $15. The Melissa and Doug puzzle set, still in the package, is worth about $20. And then we have a Blues Clues guitar. It's worth about $15. And then we have this giant Crayola big pad, and it's worth about $10. We have this Magenta plush that needs some batteries. It's worth about $15. And then we have a small Blues figure right there. He's worth about $5. And then we have Salt and Pepper with a beach ball. They're worth about $10. The nightstand's worth $12, and the chair is worth $12 as well. And then we have the Blues Clues plush. That's a chef, worth $8. And another big Magenta plush. That's $15. We have a little Blues plush back here in this little outfit. It's worth $10. This small soap figure with the suds at the bottom is worth $12. And the bigger one's worth $10. And then the mailbox is worth $8. And then we have this little figure. He's worth $5. We have this little fan that actually still works with its batteries. It's worth about $8. Pretty cool. And then we have the mailbox with the gifts. It's worth $10. This Blues Clues case is worth about $20. And then the cup, it's worth about $5. I have another little Steve figure. This one's worth $15. It's from the 90s. And then we have a puzzle with Steve and Blues in the chair, and that's worth about $30. And then we have the Blues Take-Along Friend Set worth $35. Our Blues stuff alone is worth $546. And let's move on to some miscellaneous stuff. We have some Grey's Anatomy Valentine cards, and these are worth about $15 a box, and we have 2 boxes of them, so that's $30 we can add to our total. Anything that you see celebrities' pictures on usually increases in value because the older they get, it's going to be cool to see what they look like when they were younger. All right, let's see what else we got. We have a lot of miscellaneous stuff we're just going to add to this video. We have a Clue game that's worth about $15. And then we have a High School Musical game that's going to be worth about $20. I have a Life game that's kind of damaged. We're just going to use it for parts, worth about $10. A Pitch Perfect game. It's worth $22, still sealed up. That was a good movie. I enjoyed that. And then this Rat-A-Tat-Cat card game is worth about $10. Then we have some board puzzles. These are vintage, probably from the 70s or early 80s. The Fox puzzle's worth about $12. The kittens are worth about $12. And then the rabbit's worth about $12. And then we have an Angry Birds Jenga Death Star game worth $22. And a ping pong game from Nerf worth about $10 because it's missing the stands. And then we have this Challenge Yahtzee game. It looks really old. It's worth about $15. And a Shark Tank game worth about $12. Then we have a Vintage Clue game. And this one is worth about $15. And then this old Yogi Bear game is worth about $20. And then I think you pronounce this Gnip Gnop, but I love this game as a kid. And it's worth about $32 still in the box. I have this New York game that's worth about $30. And a Ouija board worth about $20. I've never played one of those. And then we have this NASCAR game from 1997 worth $20. A Granny Apples game worth $12. A Monopoly Fortnite game worth $20. And a Gargoyles game worth $20 too. Our little Candyland game is worth about $12. And then we have Farkle. It's worth about $10. I have this old vintage Perfection game I really want to play. It's worth about $20. Then we have an old Speak and Spell and a Speak and Count, and they're worth about $20 each. Then we have some old cameras. We have this old Polaroid camera and the film worth about $25 for the set. This camera with the big flash is worth about $25. And this old box camera is worth $20. We're going to hang these on the wall there. That'll look pretty cool in the toy museum. And then we have this little one made out of soda cans. We got in Cancun or Cozumel worth $10. And this pocket camera is worth about $20. And then this old camera we turned into a flower arrangement to hang on the wall. It's worth about $25. Then we've got a couple Avon bottles we're going to go through real quick. Not a whole lot of them. We've got this little lotion dispenser that's vintage that's worth $10. And then all these Avon bottles, they're different prices, but they're usually about $12 each for these. Anywhere from about $9 to $18 is what they sell for. So I'm just going to kind of do an average of about $12 a bottle. And we have 14 of these Avon bottles, so that's $168 we can add to our overall grand total at the end of the video, which we're almost at, by the way. I just picked up these two Monchi-Chi figures from the 80s that were still in the original package, and they look brand new right from a new store, but they're worth about $12 each, so that's $24 we can add to our total. I'm still picking up stuff here and there, and then I did pick up a Bart Simpson telephone that's worth about $30. I thought that would be cute in our phone section. In our previous 429 videos of value in my toy collection, our total was $1,060,121. Now, when we add this video of all of our Blues Clues and all of those miscellaneous items we added at the end of the video, we can add another $1,382 to our grand total. So that means for this episode, which is 430 of value in my toy collection, our new overall grand total is $1,061,503. Now, I'm not really a millionaire. I'm more of a toyonaire. I just go to garage sales, flea markets, thrift stores, toy stores, and look online. And it's just accumulated to this much over the years, which is pretty awesome. And I hope you like our videos. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like them, just feel free to subscribe because it really helps our channel grow, and we certainly appreciate it. I'm going to put all the toys on Facebook, and our page is called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So definitely check that out. So until our next video, we will see you then.